What is going on, good bitches, bad bitches, and everything that's ever been in between? I'm back. I've been a little busy recently, been doing some school shit. So today, we have another video. I hate to say it, but this isn't gonna be heavily consumption based. Like, I got a cart, I'll take a blinker if you guys want me to. But I'm trying to make this more educational because there is just too much misinformation in the weed space right now. Especially right now, I mean, motherfuckers are just lying to you, basically. So I hate that I even have to say that this is a controversial thing to say, because technically it's just a fact. It shouldn't be controversial to say a fact, but there are, I guess we could call them old heads. There are people who are not willing to admit that they're wrong in the cannabis space, because especially like dudes who have been like growing and smoking for like 50 years. Technically you have done it correctly, but that doesn't mean you know everything about it. So some people just are not willing to learn. Today we are talking about the difference in between sativa and indica, and actually there is none. There is no difference between sativa and indica. We're gonna figure out what the meanings of the words mean, where they came from, and why they're completely bullshit. It's actually really easy to prove that this is bullshit. We're gonna get into it, but first we're gonna take a blinker. I don't think I've showed this yard before. This is the Preferred Gardens Power Citron, the Flavor Aid. You know I'm repping P till I die. All right, let's take a blinky and then we'll get into some more education. All right, so the first ever cannabis plant that was ever found, it was in 1753 in Europe. That was called cannabis. That was called cannabis, and it was cannabis sativa specifically, okay? So we have to start that first. The first ever weed, 1753, and it was cannabis sativa in Europe. So, now Europe didn't actually like smoke weed, it was more like hemp, you know, making rope out of it. Hemp kind of built the USA, whether people are gonna admit it or not. But literally we sailed across the seas on hemp woven sails. Weed made us America. So they find these plants in Europe in the 50s. So whatever, you know, again, it isn't called really a drug yet because no one's using it like that. I mean, obviously people are smoking weed. It just hasn't really been mainstream. 1785 comes around, and this guy, he goes to India and he finds cannabis plants. He notices, for some reason, the cannabis plants, they look so different. Now, I want you to do some thinking skills here. If you get pumpkin seeds, and if you grow a pumpkin in Europe, and if you grow a pumpkin in India, no fucking shit, they're gonna look different. It's India and Europe. Like, I don't think you could have picked two like different places. So that's where the first use of indica. Indica actually means from India. It's sourced from India, and sativa means cultivated in in ancient Latin. The words literally mean nothing about the effect, and in fact, the effect wasn't even really talked about until like the 1900s. The New York High Times, no, sorry, not New York Times, High Times posted in October of '83. This article called Indica Madness. It claimed that, you know, you're getting stupid, sluggish, and lazy off this indica, but you know, this sativa stuff is really empowering you. There's actually a quote that it's narcotic indicas and stimulating sativas. So that's my little history lesson. That is what I have to bring to you. To literally, so in my standpoint, and you know, I hate to be that asshole, but I did some research. As a customer, because I don't grow, I literally do not give a flying fuck about what percentage of it is indica to sativa. That should mean nothing to you as you are smoking it, because it does nothing to the smoke itself. It's just how the plant looks when it's being grown. Again, the Indian indicas were kind of more stumpy, the leaves were smaller, and they were a little more thick, more resiny, more sticky. So it came up with this theory that the indica, the Indian shit, was like danker, way stronger, more of a narcotic. That shit is not true at all. There has never ever been a strain that has been such a sativa that it's like an energy boost. I'm never like, damn, I'm tired, let me smoke this super uplifting sativa. That has never happened ever. And I hate to say it because there are people who are gonna be like, when I smoke sativas, I get up, or when I smoke indicas, I get down, or that shit is all just because it's being told to you. It's a placebo. I mean, it's crazy what our brains can do, but that literally has no effect on the high. If you want to know what does affect your high, it's all about the terps. So when I talk about terps, I'm usually almost always just talking about the flavor because terpenes give flavor. But terpenes, okay, how do I explain this? So without terpenes, there is still THC percent in the weed. So you will get high, but the terpenes kind of mold that high into what kind of high. So I think honestly, a lot of times on Ace or on packages, it'll say this is creative, this is sleepy. I genuinely think that all of that is bullshit. I think every single person smokes weed differently and every single strain interacts with a person differently. I think that is complete bullshit, just trying to get you to sell or to get you to buy weed that is going to make you, bro, it's not gonna, oh my God. If you want to be creative after smoking weed, you just think. You can't buy creative weed. It's not, this isn't different like medicines. It's all one plant. Honestly, it kind of pisses me off. I still go to the dispensary and that's the only thing I'm asked. It's sativa or indica. And that is fucking insane, where it's like literally the people getting sold to sell you this shit don't know what they're talking about. And, but at the same time, don't ever give shit to your bartender. I'm not going in and being like, I know more than you. Even though I might in some aspects, I'm always gonna take another person's perspective. So this is why I need to present to you that this is literally fact. This is not opinion. I'm not saying that some sativas make me sleepy though. I'm saying literally it has nothing to do with effect and it never has. It was all a misconception. I guess shout out High Times. I mean, now they're doing good shit with raw and, you know, proper goinks, but they were one of the biggest spreaders of misinformation because no one smoked weed. All the weed out there was 3%, you know, you didn't really get high like you did today. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. This has been my my little explanation of why indica and sativa have no difference. There's no difference in between them, and it's not something you should be shopping for. Today, Preferred Gardens lost the 10K desserts bracket. We're gonna be smoking Delish in the next video, not in celebration, in mourning of the loss of the desserts bracket. We'll end it out with a blinker of the Power Citron. Shout out anyone who's been there. Y'all are just bangers. Y'all are bangers. You guys are just sweetie pies, and you're always there for me. So I'll always be there for you. Let me know what you're smoking on down below. What is the head stash today? Let me know. I don't really have anything else to say. All right, let's do the blinker, and then we'll do the outro. All right, I'm out of here. Like, subscribe, comment, all that. Peace, love, and plants.